because we literally have evidence, one, that most people who watch debate content are watching having already made up their minds.
So people really got to quit saying this because it's not true, and people on the left thinking that it is a big reason why we lose. And while we're talking about that, let's also talk about this Unfuck America tour drama. Because what you mean to say is that we have evidence that presidential debates don't change a lot of minds, which makes sense because obviously all the people participating are very famous, and there's a ton of other things happening around these huge political events. But when it comes to people just scrolling on their phones, according to Pew Research, 23% of people change their minds about a political issue based on a social media post. But if you actually dig into the numbers, it's even higher than that because 34% of 18 to 29-year-olds said they changed their mind on a political issue based on a social media post. And obviously, as you go higher up in age, the number gets lower. And say it with me, what is the most viral form of political content? It is debate-style content. And that is where the Unfuck America tour had a good idea to take popular left-wing creators, set up next to Charlie Kirk, and do the same thing that he does, but with obviously better information. And I can already hear people saying, oh, you shouldn't platform Charlie Kirk's ideas. He's the big fish in this situation. He runs an organization that takes in $60 million a year, and he goes ridiculously viral every week on the internet debating college kids that don't know how to debate. Now the problem with this tour though is that it was completely mismanaged and there was a whole bunch of other drama that I'll probably make another video on. But there's two things I want you to take away from this video. One is that this kind of content can be helpful, and I'm about to give you an example of exactly how and why. And the second is that not everything has to be about everything. I saw so many people making videos about this tour like, why weren't they doing this? Why weren't they doing that? Why weren't they talking about mutual aid? It's like, hey man, that stuff's important and other people can do that, but this tour, this was about getting viral content for college kids with a leftist lens, something that the left desperately needs. Like, I made a video back on March 16th, and I suggest you go watch it, talking about the current state of political content on the internet, and the left is getting absolutely destroyed. And making videos about mutual aid is not going to tip the scales. And for all the people on the left that say, oh, you shouldn't platform these people, or debate content doesn't do anything, let me give you the example of Hassan Piker, whose first image when you Google him is this one. See, a lot of y'all probably don't even remember a time when Hassan wasn't famous, but way back in the day, he was a known name making $60K a year working for his uncle at TYT. Then he debated Charlie Kirk, and he made Charlie look pretty silly, and at one point Charlie did this.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Chank. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what I believe. No. What do I do? I get charity every single year. Hold on. What's my salary? Less than his.
Charlie, take
come on, Chank, let's go.
Charlie,
Needless to say, that clip went extremely viral in like 2017, 2018, and it was a giant boost to Hassan's career. Fast forward to now, and hundreds of thousands of people, if not more, credit Hassan with getting them involved in politics. Lefty politics. And while I'm not a fan of Hassan, I would much rather kids get their politics from him than Charlie frickin' Kirk.